Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today. How'd you like pork in that German whore, Phelps? Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps. Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, detective. Now get out of here. Both of you. Get out!
Hey, you think those Vice Boys get any on the side?
Hallo meine lieben Freunde, willkommen zurück zu L.A. Noire. Und ich gehe mal erstmal besser aus dem Zimmer, bevor ihr hier gleich wieder rumbrüllt. So. So, hier ist okay. Hi Bix, unser neuer Kollege. Alles klar. Ja. Ich hoffe, ihr habt alle den letzten Part gesehen, denn der Cole, der hat ein bisschen Scheiße gebaut in seinem Leben. Seine Frau hat ihn rausgeschmissen. Wir sind versetzt worden. Anscheinend sind wir nur versetzt worden. Also, im letzten Part musste er seine Marke und seine Dienstwaffe abgeben. Eigentlich heißt das, du bist gefeuert. Aber irgendwie sind wir nur versetzt worden. Aber gut, ich hinterfrage das einfach mal nicht. Weil er mit einer deutschen Sängerin eine Nacht verbracht hat. Nicht wahr, Cole? Ja. Ja, genau. So, wir arbeiten jetzt in der Brandermittlung. Ich denke, das erklärt sich von selber. Es geht um Brandstiftungen natürlich. Ist natürlich nicht so spannend wie Morde aufklären oder Drogendelikte, aber was sollen wir anderes tun? Kriegen natürlich einen neuen Partner und mehr gibt's da eigentlich nicht zu wissen. Denke ich. Gut, dann starten wir mal unseren ersten Fall. Ach ja. Ich bin mal gespannt, was für ein neues Auto wir jetzt haben. Ich weiß überhaupt nicht, wo mein Partner hingelaufen ist. Unser Auto ist das grüne. Da sitzt er auch schon drin. Der wartet auf mich. Gut. Ja, wir fahren zu den Hausbränden. Und schauen uns das mal vor Ort an. Aber du fährst.
You know the way. You can drive.
So.
How long have you been working arson?
We can do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? Or look somewhere else?
Das war eine schnelle, klare Antwort. Alles klar. Ja, der Cole ist natürlich jetzt gerade am Tiefpunkt seines Lebens. Aber gut. Das sieht nicht gut aus. Da ist ja nicht viel übrig geblieben von dem Haus. Oh, die kommen gerade aus dem Urlaub wieder. Uff.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in her face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this.
Hello.
Es kann auch zufällig passieren.
Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. You can come home with us.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
You don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the car. Lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house. In the ruins. Terry Lady is his wife.
Well, take a look around. Come on, Phillips.
Ei. Nicht versichert. Das tut weh. Schauen wir uns mal hier um. Nicht, dass man vielleicht noch viel finden könnte, aber... Warum sitzt er da so? Einfach nur so. Okay. Irgendwas liegt hier doch. Ja gut. Warum gehen die direkt von Brandstiftung aus? Es kann ja auch sein, dass die, keine Ahnung, vergessen haben, den Herd auszumachen oder sowas. Kann ja alles passieren.
I doubt it.
Naja. Gut, ob wir hier irgendwas Wichtiges finden werden, das wage ich auch zu bezweifeln. Im Keller scheint das Haus auch nicht zu besitzen. Das ist ein Schuh. Ha. Kann ich hier drüber klettern oder so? Nein. Tja. Entschuldige, Kollege. Also finden tue ich immer gar nichts. Ah, hier ist der Instant Heat. In Stadt Los Angeles, Kalifornien. Wartungsübersicht. Datum gewartet von
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Matthew Ryan. 19.09.47. Die war auch die letzten paar Male da. Ja, gibt's hier auch. Das ist das Einzige, was wir hätten finden können. Okay. Dann befragen wir jetzt noch den Mann. Guten Tag.
Mr. Stevens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
John Stevens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
Catalina Island. Reisebüro. Gullivers Reisebüro. Abreise 18 Uhr, Freitag, 19. September. Am 18. September sind wir ausgestellt.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent.
Gullivers Reisebüro. Alles klar. Preis ausschreiben.
Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Stevens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Ich meine, warum soll der in diesem Moment lügen? Es geht um sein fucking Haus.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. Lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
Ich bin mir da nicht so sicher. Ich denke schon, dass er mit denen verhandelt hat.
Everyone else is selling, but you're the holdout, aren't you?
I was the last. I thought I could hold out for a better price. Now, my house is the center lot.
So now you have to take the price regardless.
Looks like it. I've got no choice. I have to put a roof over my family.
That's all we
Dankeschön.
need for the moment, Mr. Steffens.
All right.
What's with him?
You've seen the papers. I guess he's thinking about his own family. I'd say he's searching for some kind of atonement right now.
Redet der von mir? Biggs, komm mit, ich muss telefonieren. Da hinten an einem Straßenende. Zu weit, Cole. How can I help, Detective?
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. You have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thanks.
Vielen Dank. So. Dann wären wir bei dem ersten Haus schon mal durch. Dann fahren wir aber direkt zum zweiten Hausbrand und gucken uns das auch mal eben schnell an. Ach, hier wird gebaut. Ich dachte gerade, hier ist auch ein Haus abgefackelt. Aber nein, das wird gebaut. Unsere Karre war die zweite.
You're behind the wheel. Have there been any other house fires?
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question?
2 pro Nacht. Eieiei. Von dem Haus ist wenigstens ein bisschen mehr übrig geblieben, aber auch nicht wirklich das Wahre.
Hi, Albert. We've caught this case.
Hey, Biggs. You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about it.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater exploded.
Hey, another one.
Looks that way. Insta-Heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month to go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Oh, hier hat die Familie also wohl nicht überlebt. Oh, fuck.
You gonna stick it out, Cole? I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death.
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair.
Darf ich mir die anschauen?
I'll put the insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God.
Das ist auch, glaube ich, das erste Mal, dass wir Kinder sehen in dem Spiel und nicht gerade schön. Die haben dasselbe Buch?
Probably nothing.
Von mir aus? Uhr. Entschuldige, Kollege. Okay, ich soll in den Garten gehen und mir das mal anschauen. Wo war denn der Wasserboiler? Wasserboiler. Ah, hier liegen Teile.
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Ein Ventil.
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor. Detective Phelps. Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Aha.
You've been a big help.
Phelps, guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire. Hurry, you can still catch him.
Okay, ich gehe mal davon aus, dass ich keine Waffe dabei habe. Ja, das wird aber jetzt nicht einfach irgendein random Typ sein, der auf einmal...
Got an ID on you, Firebug. Stop right there.
Der auch auf einmal wieder am Tatort auftaucht, das glaube ich nicht. Das wird schon irgendwas mit dem Reisebüro zu tun haben.
A family died in that fire. We need to ask some questions.
Komm, Phelps! Oh nein. So, Schnauzen jetzt hier.
What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires.
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're naughty, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Boah, was? Ich habe keine Ahnung, was das ist. Ist das eine Zigarette?
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
Ich will den nicht verhören. Der ist es doch eh nicht.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
Warum sind wir jetzt auf einmal in ein neues Auto gestiegen? Ich würde gerne mal beim Reisebüro vorbeischauen.
You can drive.
Du hättest da drin bleiben können. Ich wollte nur, dass du fährst.
ATI Radio 760.
Weil das Reisebüro scheint auf jeden Fall tief drin zu stecken. Beide Familien haben da was gewonnen. Die eine ist nicht gefahren, auf einmal sind sie tot. Die anderen sind gefahren, auf einmal ist das Haus abgefackelt. Uff.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen? We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company. Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate. Do you mind if I take a look at that?
Einmal hier die Steffens.
Here they are. Steffens.
Wobei hier steht Family of Five. Wo waren die Kinder? Das ist egal. Und die Sawyers. Da.
The Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue. Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA.
Naja, viel habe ich ja noch nicht gefunden, ne? Der hat aber auch einen starren Blick.
So they are not a government agency? I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions. I'm told the tickets were a prize. Yes, they were. You do a lot of these prizes. Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
Das glaube ich denn definitiv nicht. Ich weiß jetzt aber auch nicht, ob ich dem irgendwas lügen könnte.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky? Christ. I'm sorry to hear that. Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family? Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who's won. Thanks for your help. No problem. Wish I could do something for that family. You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now. I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were a Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you? Good man, Cunningham. You're all right. Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
Stark. Ja, also hat zumindest das Reisebüro nicht so viel damit zu tun, aber die Wohnbaugesellschaft definitiv. Die haben absolut Dreck am Stecken. Dementsprechend fahren wir da auch sofort hin.
Can you drive to this one?
Ich gehe mal davon aus, dass die halt die ganzen Häuser aufkaufen wollen. Leute wollen nicht verkaufen. Sie fackeln's ab.
Great partners must think alike, Herschel.
Ich weiß noch nicht so ganz, was ich von Biggs halten soll. Natürlich ist der skeptisch. Zu Recht aber auch. Ich meine, wenn ich hören würde, dass bei mir auf der Arbeit irgendeiner seine Frau betrogen hätte und deswegen zu mir runtergesetzt werden würde, wäre ich natürlich auch skeptisch. Aber vielleicht ändert sich das noch.
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the suburban redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
Ne, er hat schon recht. Tja, dann fahren wir mal zur Feuerwache. Da sollen wir ja sowieso hin. Wir sollen ja mit dem Feuerwehrmann-Chef reden.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Und vielleicht sogar noch den Typen verhören, worauf ich keine Lust habe. Ich weiß, dass er es eh nicht war.
Fire Station 32.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
Alles klar.
We came as soon as we could.
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire, Al?
Yes, it is.
Wieder dreimal derselbe, wie bei den anderen, aber diesmal ein anderer. Reginald Vanley? Varley, okay.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
Ugh. Ich kenne mich damit überhaupt nicht aus.
Come on, Phelps. You need to get the arrangement right before we
Okay, der Ball muss auf jeden Fall daneben. Nee, alles gut, alles gut.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
So, ja. Der Ballon muss auf jeden Fall daneben. Da hat er schon recht, weil der muss da oben das glühende Ding berühren. So.
Good, your regulator's in position.
Perfekt.
Okay, light your pilot, turn the gas.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
Alles klar. Hätte bestimmt eine Trophäe bekommen, wenn ich das direkt richtig gemacht hätte. Wobei, und da bin ich mir nicht sicher, weil der sagt ja, sobald du was richtig hast. Was ich nicht wusste. Aber gut.
Hey, buddy.
Du weißt schon, dass du fährst, oder?
Can you drive to this one? Show?
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. Loves fire. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
Ich glaube auch nicht, dass er das war. Also, das wird nicht einfach irgendein dahergelaufener gewesen sein. Der kann sich doch nicht alles ausdenken mit dem Preisausschreiben, mit der Baufirma. Das weiß er doch alles gar nicht. An sowas kommt er doch gar nicht ran.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Keep talking. Someday you'll say something intelligent. How's
Einer
that
von denen
just
anscheinend.
paid look about it?
I just don't know how to dance the bebop.
New and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
Wohl wahr.
Try
Manager.
that again, asshole.
Aha. Da sind wir doch.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
Alles klar. Instate Modell
So you're
70.
telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
Warum grenzt der immer mal so hin und wieder? Scheiße.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Are
Boilerwarnungsprotokoll.
these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
Ich habe natürlich jetzt zwei Boiler, die von jeweils einer anderen Person gewartet worden sind. Ich könnte den natürlich jetzt ich könnte jetzt sagen, dass der lügt. Könnte den einen der beiden vorwerfen. Aber ich glaube nicht, dass es besser macht.
You employ
Shit.
accredited mechanics to do this.
We call them installers. Technically, they're gas fitters.
Installers, then.
They know what they're doing, Detective, if that's what you're trying to imply.
Hätte ich vielleicht doch einnehmen
I want you
müssen.
to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you.
Ich brauche Wally und Ryan.
There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
Wally ist ganz unten und Ryan da.
We are not going to rouse that whole list.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Wir wissen doch, wer... Ach, Mann. Hier ist doch irgendwo ein Telefon, oder nicht? Ach, da ist... Oh Gott, ich bin einfach nur blind.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
How could I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Cutner
Weil die auch so schnell
Robert,
mitschreiben kann.
Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter. previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew. Charged for contempt of court. Attempted murder. Plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady.
Von denen haben wir aber jetzt nur die Polizeiakte bekommen. Die Adresse haben wir jetzt nur von einem bekommen.
Desperate times indeed. Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasick.
Walter Clemens. Gesetz und Autorität. Anarchistischer Aufsatz von Pierre Kropotkin.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Wenn Ignoranz die Gesellschaft und Verwirrung die Köpfe der Menschen beherrscht, werden Gesetze vervielfältigt. Die Gesetzgebung soll das alles richten. Und jedes neue Gesetz ist ein neuer Irrtum. Die Menschen werden verleitet, von ihm zu fordern, was nur aus ihnen selbst kommen kann. Aus ihrer eigenen Bildung, ihrer eigenen Moral. Okay. Matthew Ryan. Und der hat ja tonnenweise von dem Zeug.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
Okay, das ist wieder dasselbe. Das müssen wir jetzt leider durchlaufen lassen. Ich kann es leider nicht wegdrücken. Tut mir leid. Shut up, but alles klar.
Ryan wants the world to be a better place. Don't we all?
Wollen wir das nicht alle? Außerdem hat er eine Zange dabei.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Okay, mehr kann ich mir aber hier drin nicht angucken. Und Varley. Mottenkiller. Oh, das ist so eine Schlange.
A company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive.
Das ist aber so eine Feuerschlange. Wie die uns der Gedönschef gezeigt hat. Oh. Vor allem, warum braucht er das in seinem Spind?
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasick?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
Ja, ja, wir gehen wieder. Den will ich direkt mal als erstes holen, den Varley.
Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
Varley hat so eine Spirale. Den möchte ich mir als erstes angucken. Die anderen sind Kapitalisten, klar. Auch blöd. Oh shit.
You know the way. You can drive.
Was hat er denn da gerade gemacht?
If Farley's on the run, he might be packing heat. If he's wanted for murder, I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
Als ob du jetzt gegen ihn gefahren bist. Bist du besoffen?
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Natürlich. Nein! Shit!
Come on, Varley. You can't keep running
Oh,
forever.
shit. Ich häng aber auch gerade an allem fest. Ja. Scheiße. Ah. Das war nicht so gut.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Ach, come on, schieß doch in die Luft. Kann ich das direkt neu starten? Na, nicht den kompletten Fall. Den kriege ich eh nicht mehr. Das kannst du vergessen. Vielleicht soll ich aufhören, auf ihn zu zielen. Aber... Och, bleib doch nicht an jeder Kante hängen. Ach, ich kann ja gar kein Auto... Ach so. Ich will den halt auch nicht erschießen. Ich darf den auch gar nicht erschießen. Okay. Schade.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Come on, Varley. You can't keep running forever.
Cole, du mieser Sack. Yes!
Stop or I will shoot!
Why did you run from us, Varley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Varley. Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you. Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, your guess is
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
Ja, wer wirklich die Brandstiftung gemacht hat, das wage ich ein bisschen zu bezweifeln. Nicht so hastig! Next. Clemens.
You're behind the wheel.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
You know Reginald Varley?
No? Can't say I do.
You have a real viper's nest at Insta-Heat, don't you? Arsonists, murderers, communists.
What's that got to do with me? You can't prove I'm behind all that. Look.
Ach, come on!
How about letting me get
Natürlich kennt er ihn, weil sie dieselben Flugblätter haben.
You were licensed and worked for Insta-Heat?
I contract for them. So what?
Insta-Heat hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mudshark of a wife gets awarded it in settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watched it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the Ross, Clemens. You did the right thing.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
Oh nein, der Ryan ist der mit den Flugblättern.
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
Oh, natürlich, das sind Ryans Flugblätter und nicht Varley. Oh Gott, ich bin so
I am not now, nor have I
Ach, come on! Alter, das sind diese... Oh. Ich verstehe das Spiel einfach manchmal nicht.
Clemens, for someone with your record, I would expect a little more cooperation.
Jetzt wäre aber nur sein Flugblatt richtig gewesen. Am Arsch, Alter, das sind dieselben Flugblätter.
You can drive. Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Let's just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you. Hold it, Ryan.
Ja, natürlich haut er ab.
Those are GI's backyards he's crashing through.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the van. Lay into his wheel well. Come on.
Scheiße, ich häng fest. Ich häng fest.
He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody.
Phelps, You gotta get me closer. Enough games, folks. Take this guy out.
Ja, du musst ihn gerade... Jawohl! Starker Schuss.
He's got an arson-related assault charge and he's running. Running don't mean nothing. We gotta get this
Ja,
guy in the room
ich konnte nicht anders machen hier.
Got to be stopped. Smash the son of a bitch's rear wheels.
Machen einfach alles kaputt. Schön.
LAPD.
Oh Gott, das gibt richtig viel Minuspunkte.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
Lass mich die jetzt bitte nicht noch verhören. Lass es jetzt einfach vorbei sein.
We have 3 suspects. As much as I'd like it to be Chapman, I think it's one of the other 2 guys.
Das sieht nicht gut
Let's get to
aus.
the station and close this case.
Irgendwie sieht das nicht. Irgendwie habe ich das Gefühl, ich muss die verhören. Ich will die aber nicht verhören.
Can you drive to this one?
Ich kann das doch nicht. Ei.
I have 2 suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1.
Oh nein!
Hey Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
Did you read about the woman who stabbed her husband and then pushed him in front of
Oh,
the car?
ich will nicht. Ich kann nicht.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your
So, wer warst du jetzt nochmal von denen?
If that's your opening game,
Ryan,
you better
okay.
try again.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
You expect me to believe that, Ryan? I can do it myself.
Ich hab doch gesagt, ich hab keinen Bock auf Verhöre.
Believe whatever you want, Flatfoot. You're part of the conspiracy.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies.
Ugh.
They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Farley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
This is industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
Ich weiß halt nicht, was ich ihm vorwerfen könnte.
Last chance.
Ich musste mir... Oh,
Be level with me or I'm sending you to the DA. A conviction for
Ich kann das einfach nicht. Ich habe nichts gegen Verhöre, aber die auf dem Polizeirevier sind so dumm manchmal. Wirklich sowas von dumm. Oh.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
Doch, die hast du.
You're lying, Ryan.
And how exactly are you gonna prove
Weil ich
that?
deine Polizeiakte habe, du Pisser.
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Asbestos Water Heater Company.
That's it for the moment, Ryan.
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead.
Scheiße.
Whatever kind of look you were going for.
I think Ryan is our man. But procedure says we eliminate all of the suspects.
Ich weiß nicht, ob Ryan unser Mann ist. Scheiße, wo ist denn das zweite? Ich raff immer nie, wo die Interviewgebäude sind. Ich bin dafür eindeutig zu blöd.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Falsch.
Why are you lying to me, Varley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not?
Weil du das Ding gewartet hast. Wer war er denn jetzt? Ach, das war jetzt Varley. Sawyer House, ja.
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweep. I think he played him, though. Because he still wouldn't sell.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
Lüge.
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh?
Weil genau in dem Sawyer-Haus das Reglerventil gefunden wurde. Ach, come on, Spiel! Das ist ein eindeutiger Beweis. Scheiße. Scheiße, wen buchte ich denn jetzt ein? Sinnvoll wäre es ja eigentlich nur ihn einzubuchten, weil bei ihm definitiv dieses Reglerventil gefunden wurde. Dementsprechend, tschüss.
Reginald Varley, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
I'm no cold-blooded criminal. I could never burn up a whole family in their home.
How is it? No, just keep your mouth shut and listen to me for a second. How is it you can bring no less than 3 suspects into my station, conduct extensive interviews, sift through mountains of evidence with Lynch and Pinker, and still manage to charge the wrong fucking guy? I took a chance on you, Phelps. People said I was crazy, and you made me look like...
Warum den falschen Typen?
You may not be much of an arson investigator, but I hear you're merciless on the beat. Get going.
Das Das ergibt überhaupt gar keinen Sinn. Ihr wart derjenige, der beim Sawyer-Haus gearbeitet hat. Wollt ihr mich eigentlich komplett verarschen? Hätte ich doch Wally anklagen sollen? Aber warum? Oh. Ich will nicht. Ich hasse diese Kreuzverhöre. Rast dich aus bei dem Scheiß. Keine Lust auf so einen Scheiß. Wenigstens nur $30 Sachschaden, wie auch immer. Ich habe gefühlt die halbe Stadt auseinandergenommen. Aber ist ja egal. Scheiß drauf. Komm, weiter.
You're 2 blocks behind first and second.
We have more buildings to clear. You know our orders,
There's
Sergeant.
barely a building left standing or not on fire in your zone, Cole. Is your sector full of Japs?
Questioning my command.
The captain doesn't want anyone falling behind.
Tell the captain we will join him when the job is done.
Just give us the word, Sarge. We'll take care of him. He should be sectioned. That Jap lover's a fucking liability.
We're here to kill Japs, not our own people.
Star-crossed son of a bitch. No one wants to serve under him. He's bad fucking luck.
Can it? We have a job to do here. If I can live with it, you can too.
In elysischen Gefilden. Alles klar. Ja. An sich war der Fall ja okay. Also ich hatte kein Problem mit dem Fall bis zu die fucking Kreuzfeuer. Dann. Nee, ich hasse sowas. Ich weiß nicht, warum ich sowas einfach nicht kann. Wenn ich irgendwen auf der Straße verhöre, dann ist ja alles okay. Aber manchmal, da verlangen die Sachen, die überhaupt gar keinen Sinn ergeben. Weißt du? So von wegen, ja, warum soll ich das denn gemacht haben? Ja, weil dieses scheiß Membran, was umgedreht war, in dem Boiler gefunden worden ist, den er repariert hat. Warum denn sonst? Das ergibt alles gar keinen... Ich versteh's nicht. Sowas macht mich einfach nur wahnsinnig. Sowas macht mich wahnsinnig. Aber gut. Genauso wie das mit den scheiß Flugblättern. Ja gut, obwohl, ne, stimmt, das war mein Fehler. Wobei, ne, danach war es ja genau dasselbe, so von wegen, woher soll ich den kennen? Ja, du hast sein Flugblatt. Nö, ist falsch. Ich kenne ihn trotzdem nicht. Ja, wie viele Beweise soll ich denn noch dahin legen, Alter? Leg mich am Arsch. Gut, wir sehen uns einfach beim nächsten Mal wieder. Würde mich sehr freuen, wenn ihr da wieder einschalten würdet. Und ich sage bis dahin. Tschüss.